Hello and welcome to Summer Nursing Pharmacology. My name is Mrs. Rich and I will be your instructor for this summer pharmacology session. This recording will go over our syllabus. Alrighty, so here's our syllabus and I want you to go ahead and review it completely on your own. I'm just going to point out some important parts and pieces of it. So first thing again, this course is Nursing Pharmacology. It's the summer session, so it's a 12-week course instead of the normal 16 weeks plus a final week. So you're getting this course presented in a more condensed fashion. So it's sort of fast and furious for an already challenging course. So hopefully you're ready to dedicate some time this summer to nursing pharmacology. So looking at it, class days is listed as Monday, but just on campus for testing only. So if we have a test, it'll be on the schedule. You'll have to come to campus. All exams will begin at 8 o'clock a.m. And I'll let you know ahead of time what room to report to. I believe we'll be divided up into two separate groups to maintain social distancing. But again, it's a hybrid course, right? Hybrid lecturing online with testing on Mondays at 8 a.m. Rooms D 102 and 104. And again, I'll let you know ahead of time which classroom you're going to be assigned to. So in terms of hybrid, it's an asynchronous course. The online lecture you can access whatever time is convenient for you. So I'm not going to require that you join an online lecture at any time, like we're all together on a Monday listening to a lecture. That's not going to happen. Everything will be presented to you in a recorded manner, and you can access it at your leisure. You do want to pay attention to due dates for any assignments and things like that, because there will be due dates for assignments. But in general, listening to the lectures and working on your homework and working on discussion boards, things of that sort, you can do at whatever time is convenient to you, as long as you are mindful of due dates for any sorts of assignments. My contact information is listed. It's probably best if you reach out to me by email if you need to get a hold of me for any reason. And if you do need a teleconference, we can schedule those as needed. I'm going to let you look over the course description on your own. Also the prerequisites and co-requisites on your own. Required textbook. It has the purple and green cover, Pharmacology, a Patient-Centered Nursing Process Approach. That's edition 9. And then you also should have your Saunders Nursing Handbook that you already have, Drug Handbook, as well as the ATI RN Pharmacology for Nursing book that you got in Fundamentals. That textbook we'll use for the sort of intro to pharmacology, and then I also use it for the antibiotics chapter, so you will want to have that. Teaching strategies, I'll let you look at on your own. Grades, as with any nursing course, you have to get the 78% to pass the course. If we take all our tests, have all our homework turned in, everything's in, and your grade is a 77.999, we do not round up that grade, right? That would result in a D, and you would have to retake the course. The learning outcomes, I'll let you look at on your own. Program learning outcomes shouldn't be new to you. This general learning outcomes more for me than for you. All right, so we're here up to classroom performance. You will have a total of 4 exams, 4 50-point exams, as well as one final comprehensive 100-point exam. Unannounced quizzes may be given, points to be determined, no makeup quizzes. Other assignments as deemed necessary by instructor. Professional points, same as all your other nursing courses. You have 10 points, they're worth 1% of your total course grade. The weight of the course is the same as every other nursing course. Exams is 95% of your grade. Non-exam assignments and quizzes is 4%. And then professionalism makes up the final 1% of the course grade. All test failures must be remediated. All students who must remediate must do so within 2 weeks of exam date and submit completed remediation prior to the next exam. It is the student's responsibility to ensure remediation is submitted in a timely manner. The student will not be permitted to take the next exam until the remediation is submitted. If a student is unable to take an exam as scheduled due to not submitting remediation, remediation must be submitted the day of the exam, and the student must make arrangements with the instructor to take the exam within 24 hours in the testing center. Taking the exam late will result in a 5% deduction of the grade due to being late. If the exam is not taken within 24 hours of the scheduled exam, the student will receive a grade of 0 for the exam. So the big takeaway here is if you fail an exam, you must remediate and you must submit the remediation to me within 2 weeks. This final one, this is about completing assignments. So complete all assignments at a satisfactory level, both graded assignments and complete incomplete assignments prior to each exam. So you'll have some homework assignments that will have a point value and others will not have a point value. It'll just be a complete incomplete assignment. All assignments, regardless of whether it's a graded assignment or a complete or incomplete assignment, has to be completed prior to each exam. If the student has missing assignments, the assignments must be completed prior to the exam. If the student has missing assignments at the time of the exam, the student will not be permitted to take the exam. Any missing assignments must be submitted on the day of the exam, and the student must make arrangements with the instructor to take the exam within 24 hours in the testing center. Taking the exam late will result in a 5% deduction. If the exam is not taken within 24 hours of the scheduled exam, the student will receive a grade of 0 for the exam. So the big takeaway here is that you complete all assignments, whether it has a point value assigned to it or not. And this is kind of important besides just these assignments are given to you to help reinforce whatever the important information is that we want you to take away from this course, but also because it makes it difficult if I put out an assignment, even if it's not worth a point value, but something to help you focus in on what's important from the chapter, and students don't turn it in, and then I want to go ahead and give answers, but there's students out there who didn't put any work in, but then sort of get a study guide right when they get the answer sheet, and that's not fair for those students who are actually putting in the work. So these assignments, whether they have a grade or not, are assigned to benefit you, right? And so that's why I ask that you do all your assignments, complete them, submit them on time in order to stay on top of this course. Like I said, it's going to be a fast-paced course. So you want to stay on top of these assignments and get them turned in by their due dates. Course requirements: achieve an overall C average of test, quizzes, and written assignments. Complete all assignments at a satisfactory level. We have the 2019 A exam. This is an ATI exam that you'll have to complete by week 11. It'll also give you a focused review if you want to work on your weak areas. Those ATI practice exams do give you focused reviews. And then finally, we want to complete the ATI proctored pharmacology exam that final week of class. So after your final exam, you actually stay and do your ATI proctored pharm exam on that same day. Additional information: there will be no rounding of grades. We've talked about this already. The 77.999 is a grade of D. You wouldn't be able to progress if you got a grade of D. You'd have to get a grade of 78 or higher to pass the course. All exams will include calculation and dosage math problems. Again, you're coming onto campus for your tests, so what I want you to bring is your calculator and 2 pencils, 2 calculators if you want to be safe. I'm fine with that too, but there's no need to bring all your books and whatnot. You're coming in just to test and then leaving, but you definitely need to bring your own calculator, 1 or 2, and I would recommend 2 pencils with erasers for your on-campus testing. The attendance policy really doesn't matter except for the testing, right? Since it's an asynchronous hybrid course, lecture you do on your own time. If there's an exam and there's a reason you're going to be absent, you need to let me know at least 1 hour before the absence, earlier if possible. Absence for a scheduled exam will result in a 5% deduction in grade. A makeup test must be scheduled and completed at the Academic Service Center within 24 hours. Student must make an appointment in the testing center, and I can help you with that. Failure to complete the makeup test within 24 hours would result in a grade of 0. I want to remind you to check not only your Canvas email, but your Terra.edu emails. You might get emails from Mrs. Penthos or financial aid through that Terra.edu email, so you want to be checking that on a regular basis. Allow 24 hours for me to respond to your emails, and I'll be checking emails regularly Monday through Fridays. We got here, all assignments must be submitted by the due dates. Any assignment not submitted by the due date is still required to be done, but will receive a grade of 0. Late assignments will not be eligible for a grade. So this is just going back to, you have to do all assignments that are assigned to you, right? And if I have a discussion board that's out there for 4 points and you don't do it, you make it up prior to the exam, you don't get the 4 points, but you have to complete the assignment before you can take the exam. Students are expected to read assigned readings before class. You must bring your own calculator to exams, and you're expected to follow and will be held accountable for all information and policies in the student handbooks. Here we have the policy numbers for progression, failure, course withdrawal, and readmission. Those you can review on your own and let me know if you have any questions about that. For course withdrawal, I will say this is a 12-week course, and for nursing 12-week courses, the withdrawal date would be by the end of week 8. Okay, so that's just an FYI for you. I'll let you look at your support services there on your own. All right, so finally at the end of the syllabus, we have the plan of work or the schedule for this course. Again, it's 12 weeks. First day is Monday, May 18th. So even though it's asynchronous, you can access the information when you want. I will make sure that new weekly postings are made by Monday at 8 a.m., right? So I may post it at Monday, May 18th at 8 a.m. and you don't look at it until Wednesday, May 20th at 10 p.m., right? And that's fine. It's an asynchronous course. That's what we're doing. But I'm saying on my end, it will always be available for you Monday at 8 a.m. for you to review. So you got your week. Again, it goes through 12 and the dates. Your chapters, so what are we covering during the week, will be listed for you. And then the assignments. And this assignment is what's being assigned this week due the following week. A couple of things. If the text is in blue, that means that this information is coming out of the ATI RN Pharmacology for Nursing textbook that you have. If the text is in black, that means it's coming out of your regular purple and green 9th edition pharmacology book, right? Yes, okay. If it's highlighted, right, this ATI Chapter 30 Iron is highlighted, that means that it's for you to review on your own. There won't be a recording or anything like that on the supplements that are addressed in the ATI book that you're responsible for covering. Exams are listed in red on the week that they're occurring. So your first exam will be on June 8th at 8 a.m., right, week 4. And it'll cover the first 3 weeks of the course. As we come down, you got exam 2, 3, a reminder that week 8 is the last week to withdraw from a 12-week nursing course. If that's something you're considering, you want to reach out to myself and or Mrs. Penhouse about that. And then our final will occur on August 3rd. You have your final exam, and then directly after that, you'll have your ATI proctored exam. You're expected to view the ATI modules prior to completing ATI tests. So sometimes you'll have ATI homework, like your first week. Let me come back up here. ATI Intro to Pharm module and tests. So you are expected to actually watch the module prior to taking the test. Has some good learning information for you there. Then also weekly plans will be posted listing required reading. So just a reminder of what chapters this week we're going over, links to the online lectures and homework activities. So this gives you a guide of what you're looking at in terms of homework, things of that sort. It is possible that I add a homework assignment that will be on your weekly plan. So your weekly plan is what will really guide you through the course. You can access every week. I'll post a new one, and it'll be a great reference for you as to what we're covering, what the homework is, when due dates are, things of that sort. And again, the weekly plan, whatever homework is listed on that is what is required. So if it's not listed on the schedule, but it's something I have added, that is something that you are required to do. If it's listed on this schedule that we're looking at here, let's say BPH homework, and it's not on your weekly plan, my bad, I forgot it, or else I've taken it off for some reason. You use your weekly plan as your guide for what needs to be submitted and when. Okay, that's the final end all be all of what's being assigned for homework and how many points it's due and when it is actually due. So that really wraps up my review of your syllabus. Again, I expect you to review it in its entirety, and if you have any questions or problems, please feel free to email me or to ask on the question discussion board.